Johnny Bench, Baseball Hall of Fame, 17-year career. He played from 1967 until 1983. 2,158 games. Ken Arizona here, Vista, California. I'm looking at Tuesday, September the 16th, 2025. Trivia question. How many games did Johnny Bench catch? Catcher. I've got it here. I've got it right here. 17 years catching. 1,742 games. I wonder if there's someone else that has more. I think Ivan Rodriguez has more. Don't know how many Jimmy, or not Jimmy, but Gary Carter. Wonder how many he caught. Then you have Mickey Cochran. He was pretty good. You have Gabby Harnett, Ray Chalk, Roger Brenneman, all those guys. How about Johnny Bench? 1,742 games. First base, 145 games. Outfield, 111. Third base, 195. So he's a third baseman. How about that? 55 games in left, 55 games in right, 2 games in center. Johnny Bench is one of the best catchers of all time. Is he the number one catcher of all time? I don't know. He was pretty good. All right, let's look at it. The last video, I looked at his first 8 years, from 1967 through 1974. He had one season over 100 runs scored. It was 1974. He had 108. His high in hits was 177 hits in 1 year. That was 1970. His high in home runs, he had a 45 home run campaign, 1970. He also had a 40 home run campaign, 1972. He has 4 seasons, 100 RBIs or more, including 1970, where he had 148, and 1972, 125, and in 1974, 129. Johnny Bench is an RBI producer in those first 8 years. His batting average, he had a couple of 290s, had a 270, a 280. Let's look at his second half of his career. 1975, 150 hits, 28 homers, 110 RBIs. That's 5 times over 100, 283 batting average. 1975, they go to the World Series. They get into 7 games with the Boston Red Sox, and they pull out a Game 7 win. What did he do in the series? Well, in 1975, he had 29 at-bats, 6 hits, hit a homer, 4 RBIs. But they win it. So he's got a World Series title in 1975. 1976, they come back. He goes 109 hits. That's 234, only 16 homers. A little down year. But they go back to the World Series in 1976. They play the New York Yankees, and they sweep them 4-0. How about that? He gets 15 at-bats and hits 2 homers, 6 RBI. Batted 533. 15 at-bats. Because it's a 4-game sweep. So he has 2 World Series titles. Way to go, Johnny. 1977, 136 hits, 109. He hits 31 homers, 109 RBIs. That's 6 seasons, 100 RBIs. 275 batting average. 1978, 23 homers, 260 average. 1979. 22 homers, 276 average. 1980, 250 average, 24 homers. 1981, only 52 games. He does bat 309. That's his only 300 batting average season. 1982, 258 average, 13 homers. 1983, he's 35 years old. He hangs it up. That's 255. So he gets into 2,158 games. 1,700 catching. 1,000 runs scored in 17 years. Take it. Started off at age 19, so when he got to be about 35, he must have really been worn down. But he hung it up. But I like the 1,000 runs scored for his career. I like that. He passes that. Also passes 2,000 career hits. 1,000 runs scored, 2,000 hits. That'd be my goal. Those are numbers I like. 389 career home runs. 1,376 RBIs. That's good. He passes that, the 1,000 RBI mark. 267 career batting average. I wish it was better. But if you're catching, that's his main job, right? Oh, of course, he was an RBI producer and he was a slugger. Don't think he was focusing too much on batting average. But I'd like to have seen it higher. And I'd like to see more 300 batting average seasons. He didn't do it. 3,644 total bases. What do you think of Johnny Bench? First thing you think of is he's a catcher. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Second thing I think of is those 2 World Series titles. And he was a good home run hitter, 389 career home runs in 17 years. Not bad. What else do you think of when you think of Johnny Bench? Durability, toughness, roughness. Baseball Hall of Fame, yes, put him in. The defense, career homers, and the RBI production. I'd put him in, yes. All right, we're done with Johnny Bench. Who's next? Yogi Berra. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this book here I've got, Baseball Hall of Fame Players Almanac. I've covered a lot of guys in here already, but there are other guys I haven't got to yet. Yogi Berra, New York Yankees his entire career. 285 career batting average. Let's look at him next. I'm out.